Hello students, good morning. Welcome back to your science class. This is your science teacher Vandana welcomes you. How are you all? I hope all of you are very good and happy at home. So first of all, I want to congratulate those students who have performed very well in their examination. Keep doing this beta. All the very best for your coming examinations. You performed very well. And those who have not performed well, don't lose hope. Try to do for in the next time. Try to give your best and try to maintain your notebook properly and attempt your test regularly so that you will aware about each and every questions according to the paper way. Okay beta, so don't lose hope those who have not performed well. So on this good note, we are going to start our next chapter, that is chapter 12, our environment. So first of all, what do you mean by environment? Can anybody tell me? Yes please. Okay, so environment means anything that surrounds us, that complete us, that makes our life easy and comfortable. That is known as environment. For example, suppose you are going in a hill station. In a hill station, you found that there are so many different types of trees, so many different types of mountains, snowfall, different types of hotels, different type of food. All these make a system, and that system helps you to survive. That system helps you to adjust in that particular situation. So this is your environment. This all these situations surrounds you, and this is known as environment. Another example you can say is, suppose you are studying in a classroom. In a classroom, you have your teacher, you have your fellow friends, you have different types of materials like table, chair, fan, wall, electricity, books. All these makes you easy, easy to understand the contents, the concepts of your teaching or reading material. Means it helps you to adjust that particular situation. It surrounds you. All these materials surrounds you. This is known as environment. So today we are going to start our chapter 12, that is our environment. So let's start. Page number 148, our environment. The surroundings of a living thing make up its environment. Everything that surrounds us, whether it is a physical or biological factors, makes an environment which makes the life of human beings comfortable so that we can easily survive. Environment includes living and non-living components. Basically, environment is composed of two components, living and non-living. Plants, animals and microorganisms are the living parts of environment. These are also called biotic components. Those who are having life are called biotic components. Soil, water, air, sunlight and heat are the non-living factors of environment. You can say these are abiotic components. It may also include man-made things like roads, dam constructed on a river, bridges, electric poles and buildings. So these all are considered as abiotic components which don't have any life. So these are called abiotic components. Next is, what is ecology? Ecology is the scientific study of relationships of living things with each other and with everything else in their environment. Means it is basically the study of relationship between the living things, how they live, how they compete with each other and with the environment factors. This is known as ecology. It is very much important because it teaches us how the different organisms survive on the earth, how they interact with each other, how they react with the proper environmental conditions, and how they survive in the environmental conditions. This is known as ecology. The word ecology comes from the Greek word which means study of house. Thus, ecology is the study of house of living things and their surroundings, how different living things survive with each other and with the surroundings, This is known as ecology. For example, if you are studying about the relationship the animals living in a grassland have with each other, with plants, with human beings, and with the soil, rainfall, air, and temperature in the region, then you are studying about the ecology of the grassland. Means, suppose, as you know, in a grassland like lion or deer are survive. Means basically it is their habitat. So how they live with each other, with the plants, because plants are called the producers or they are providing food for different animals, so they are called the producers. With human beings, means deer or lion, they have danger from the human beings. And with the non abiotic factors like soil, rainfall, air, and temperature. If there is no proper soil, then there will not be any plants. If there is no proper rainfall, there is no water. And if there is no fresh air, then nobody have to survive. So all these biotic and abiotic factors are related to one another. It means that we are studying about the house of that grassland, house of that organism. This is known as ecology. That's it for today. Read page 148 and 149, and if you are facing any doubt, mark it and we will discuss it in our class. Till then, try to do the reading process. Thank you so much.